Hey guys, welcome back to the new Whatif. I promised you for 1,000 subs, even though it's a bit late. So this one is gonna be what if Naruto was an otsutsuki, I think is how you say it. Okay, the light goal for this one's gonna be, I'm gonna start it off with a highlight goal, 100 likes. And if you can't hit that, that's literally for the next episode. And if you don't hit that, the next episode will be out next Saturday or Friday. It depends how I feel. Anyway, so we're gonna start this one off before the attack, the Kyuubi attack. It was between. We're gonna start with Kushina and Minato. We start in their house. Kushina and Minato are crying. They just found out that Kushina is unable to bear a child, and they start crying. This is where they take a weird turn in their life. They begin to pray to the man that rumored to be the Sage of Six Paths. They pray every night for a child. One day, while they're both on a mission, the entire squad's dead, but there's a light in the sky, and the baby flies down. The baby's extremely pale, and his eyes, they had the running on. But this quickly fades, and then when the hero opens them, it's just pure and simple, Byakugan. But they've noticed something, one eye's the Sharingan. But they think this was just this was just playing like a trick in their mind as it quickly fades back into the Byakugan. Anyway, after this, they change it that Kushina was actually pregnant. When they get back and they say all blah 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 about their squad was attacked, but Kushina bare the child after that. Where? And then they asked why he's so pale and all that. They said it was a genetic deformity and blah 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 bleep. Anyway, so Naruto is actually 2 years older than the original. Anyway, he just managed to take his first steps, and this is the attack of the Kyuubi. It's all going perfectly fine until the entire village hears a ear busting, blah blah blah, all that roar, and I look to see the Nine Tails. Everyone's stressed away, and Naruto's been staying with Minato, so Minato took him with him. And as he goes to stop the Kyuubi, he gets attacked by a masked man. But this time something weird happens. Naruto's eyes yet again turn back into the Rinnegan for the first time since he was fallen from the sky. And the masked man gets pushed away and slammed into a wall. But not before Minato can get the final larger mark on him. And then the flying man disappears, and the masked man, disappears into his own dimension. They rush off to the Kyuubi attack. And then Minato, realizing he can't do anything, just like in the original, seals Kurama in Naruto, but this time Naruto has an unprecedented amount of chakra due to him being an otsutsuki. So he actually managed to seal the entire Kurama inside Naruto. Anyway, after seeing this, everyone looks at Naruto as a monster, but this time they knew that Naruto was the fourth Hokage's son. So instead of thinking of him as a monster, they think of him as a saviour, thinking they took on this burden. And due to this, the village elders have no issue with Jiraiya being Naruto's guardian. So now Jiraiya actually did his responsibilities as a good father and looked after Naruto. Okay, we're going to time skip to Naruto in the academy. He is a prodigy of prodigies. Like Itachi looks up to him like he's a... And due to this, so does Sasuke. But with Jiraiya being his guardian, and due to this, they realise that Naruto's ability to start training at a very early age. When I mean training, I mean like the training Jiraiya did. And as they test his chakra natures, they're shocked to see he has every chakra nature. And he also has an ungodly amount of chakra. So they start training extremely quick. But another thing I should mention, Naruto can't open the Minato seal. And due to this, like his blood seal that he puts all his jutsus in, and due to this, Minato added Naruto's blood to it as well. Anyway, Naruto starts training. And the first thing he manages to learn that really helps him is his 8 gates. But there's a weird thing about that. There's no backlash. And Jiraiya thinks this is due to the fact that Naruto's an alien, and is probably able to withstand it. And yeah, she must be wondering, wait, how does Jiraiya know he's an alien? Minato explained to him how Naruto came from the sky on the mission, and Jiraiya accepted this. Anyway, Naruto manages to get up to the 3rd gate, and keep in mind, he's about 6 at the time, no 5. And this is unbelievably impressive. Next, they test which chakra nature he's the strongest in, and it seems to be fire, wind, and lightning. And this is where Naruto thinks of where he read the scroll, and saw that a village hidden in the cloud uses an extremely powerful lightning jutsu called Lightning Release Cloak, or Lightning Cloak. And it's said to help the 3rd, whatever Hokage finger they are, I can't remember what it was called, fight off 10,000 men for like 3 days, I think it was. So the first one Naruto does is learn this. And he has a high aptitude for this, and when he does this, no hand signs necessary. As we all know, the Otsutsuki don't need hand signs. Also, Naruto's very adept in the seals that Jiraiya taught him. This includes the Flying Larian, which Jiraiya didn't teach him, he got it from the scroll Minato gave him. And he got down a lot of basic sealing jutsu, and then even one that let him freeze his opponent in place. Next, Naruto worked on his fire style, and he only learnt the basics at first that Jiraiya taught him, like the fireball jutsu and blah blah blah, and he ended up developing his old abilities. But this is where Jiraiya realises something. Naruto doesn't use hand signs for any of his abilities, and due to this, Jiraiya just tells Naruto to just try pure from fire chakra, like fire nature chakra, into his mouth, and he does this, and a roar of fire just pours out of his mouth. And after seeing this, Jiraiya thinks, okay, I could work with this. He doesn't need to know jutsu, he just needs to know how to mold it. And then he just tells Naruto to try and mold his jutsus, and Naruto does this. What's it? So he can create fire bullets, fireballs, like fire dragons, all the normal. He can do every fireball jutsu without even seeing it before, just by the pure hand signs. And this goes with every jutsu. And then Jiraiya gives Naruto a katana and says, you can manipulate your chakra perfectly. You can even get Tsunade on for her money. And he thinks, pour lightning style into your swords. Naruto does this, and the sword gets encoded in lightning. Jiraiya's like, damn, even some Jonin can't do that, and you just did it on your first try. I'm impressed, Naruto. And Naruto just sits there and smiles, thinking, finally got the approval of my dad. And then they decide to leave this training for now. But Naruto already knows of his abilities. Anyway, we're gonna now. Jiraiya thinks, how about we focus on your Byakugan? As Jiraiya's heard of Minato saying that they saw a Rinnegan and a Sharingan, but he just puts us off as maybe there was a bit like shock from a baby falling out of the sky. So when they get to the Hyuga household, Naruto is respected quite a bit, since he's known as the 4th Hokage's son. And he gets trained in it. He gets trained to activate his Byakugan, and they expect this to take a while, but after seeing it done once, Naruto does it easily. all shocked at this, but they would decide, well, he is the fourth Hokage's son, so I guess to be expected. So when they get into training, they realise Naruto's Byakyons are quite a bit more advanced than most of their clan members. Sorry, my phone just went off. And they're thinking, that could be very useful, and they offer to train Naruto anytime it's needed. So when he hears this, Jiraiya leaves Naruto in there for a month, and he still goes to the academy. And when he returns, Naruto has mastered the 8 Trigrams, 128 palms technique, rotation technique, and he's actually developed his own jutsu. So, the same way they used the rotation ability, they pour like threads of chakra out of their fingers, and it's quite hard. Naruto's developed this even further to make his little thing. He can create a little thread of chakra that no one can see without a Kinkagenka like the Sharingan or Byakugan or Rinnegan or Tenseigan. And he hardens this to the point it's harder than titanium, and it slices through anything. So he can pour this out of any part of his body, but use it as claws technically. And he can slice through nearly any type of metal. He can slice through kunai, katanas and all that. But this also helps develop his chakra control even further. But Jiraiya continuously gets a bit more curious with Naruto, thinking, what if he does have the Sharingan? And he takes him to the Uchiha compound and asks if they can help awaken the Sharingan. And they think of this and agree to it, but through the training nothing really occurs, since this isn't really hard training and they can't really push it harder because it's hard enough for them to teach it. And this is where Itachi notices this, and he pulls them to the side, and he explains he's going to help him awaken his Mangenkyo. Awaken his Sharingan. And he does this. He activates his... let me get this together. Itachi says to him he'll help him awaken his Sharingan. And before Naruto can say anything, Itachi activates his Mangenkyo Sharingan and uses Tsukiyomi. In his mind, he plays out Naruto watching Jiraiya die over and over, and when he comes out of Tsukiyomi, he has the Sharingan with Dutamori. And as he walks over to everyone's shocked to see a boy who doesn't have the Byakugan have the Sharingan. And when he deactivates his Sharingan, it goes to Byakugan. And when he reactivates it, he loses his Byakugan. And just like in my other What If Naruto had all 4 clans, he can activate both simultaneously. When I take in the Byakugan and the other take in the Sharingan. Jiraiya shocked at this and just thinks, what are you? And other than this, Jiraiya decides to just help Naruto develop his abilities, and he gets quite proficient in a lot of stuff, and he even develops his wind style into the hurricane style, or whatever that, can't remember what it's called. I think Whirlpool, no, not Whirlpool. I think it was called Typhoon Release, which just literally means he can create storms and all that. And as they work on, they realise Naruto has quite a bit of rare abilities. He has the Explosion Genkai, Dust Genkai, and it's just quite overpowered. And one day, they realise that Naruto has the Dark Release, and this is an Otsutsuki born Genkai Genkai. This Genkai Genkai creates like symbols on the hand, and there's an advanced nature Genkai Genkai that can be used to absorb, manipulate, and release chakra, taking on an opponent's jutsus. Most wielders of the nature use the technique of this nature through a mark on their left hand, but Naruto has it on the right as well. And Boruto has this mark as it's what you get from defeating an Otsutsuki, but Naruto has this already. And his symbols 2 diamonds overlapping on each other. And the way this works, chakra is absorbed through the upper square and it's released and manipulated through the lower. Anyway, it's also unknown what elements this nature entails. Chakra Absorb can also be added to the use of chakra pools. Okay. I think that works. I think that helped you out. And after realising this, the Jiraiya realises not only can he manipulate chakra as well, he can absorb other attacks. This is what he thinks. He can coat his kunai. One sec. He encoats his kunai in wind style, and he rushes up Naruto, telling him to try to absorb it. Not only does this kunai not penetrate Naruto's skin, Naruto absorbs all the chakra pouring into the kunai, and Jiraiya is not even happy he's over the moon. Anyway, Naruto at his arms. Naruto passes his exam easily, but he still has a dream of becoming Hokage due to his father. He knows who his father is, and Mitsuki, taking advantage of this, says, "Hey Naruto, did you know you can become the Hokage? You can become a Hokage candidate if you can manage to steal the sacred scrolls. Hey, whatever the sacred scroll, we all know it." Naruto's like, "What? Really? No, I didn't know that." And Mitsuki says, "Once you do it, bring it to me, and I'll tell the third Hokage, and you'll become a candidate when the Hokage steps down." And Naruto's over the moon, and he steals it with ease. But before he hands over to Mitsuki, he decides to look at it. And Naruto, being extremely smart, he's created a bunch of his own jutsus. And he manages to pour his chakra into a scroll and copy everything in it and pour it out into another. So he does this, but it makes it a bit of a smaller scroll and hides it away. When he goes to see Mitsuki, he can sense Mitsuki's pure killing intent, and is a bit put off by this, as he's never really sensed it before. But this is what's thinking his DNA. It cites Naruto, and before Mitsuki can even do anything, he uses the jutsu he saw, Shadow Clone Jutsu, and 3,000 shadow clones appear on Mitsuki and just body him. And he sends up like a pure stream of fire into the air to alert Iruka, who's been alerting Naruto stole the scroll. But no one's really angry at Naruto, as they all think he's just a prodigy who will be able to help strengthen the village. When he sees Mitsuki beacon up, and he explains to Naruto, "Not before Mitsuki can get in the final word. Listen to you, 9-toed brat." And Naruto's a bit shocked by this and asks Iruka what he means. This is when Naruto passes out to hear a voice in his head. "He's talking about me, you blonde brat." And we're gonna leave it here. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends. The like goes 100 likes, and I want to tell you something pretty serious. Guess what? Your boy's got a merch. Yeah, I made some merch and all that, blah blah blah. And it would mean the world to me if you could go and check it out, as you'd not only help support the channel. Not only help support the channel, it'd help support me. It would increase my channel's actually, like, how do you say this? Like, detailed content, and I can't believe I don't have the words. Damn, I can't think of the words. Quality, that's it. Yeah, it really help increase the content quality, and it will let me get the PC and the new mic and all that. So yeah, just think about that, and it would mean the world if you could go buy my merch. If not, it's okay, I get it. I barely buy anyone else's merch either. Anyway, other than that, hope you enjoyed the series. Like and subscribe, 100 likes. Let's get the QK subs. We're almost there. We're at 1.5k. Bye!